Hi, everyone. Sandra, thanks for joining us today. I'm going to start by just introducing myself. My name is Sarah Njoku, and I am the Senior Communications and Marketing Manager here at Kids & Company. I want to thank you all for joining today's webinar. We'd like to welcome Sandra Njoku, founder of Miami Mami. Miami Mami is an incorporated fitness company dedicated to pregnant women and mothers that as well, and it empowers women to take control over their health and overall well-being by making fitness an exciting and accessible anytime and at any place. Today, Sandra will be sharing tips and tricks on building healthy habits into your day and creating a fitness routine that works for you. As a former international IFBB bodybuilding competitor and a mother of 2 girls, she also happens to be a former KidCo parent. Sandra is an expert in developing and creating safe and healthy fitness regimes for pregnant women and new mothers to help them meet their physical and emotional challenges of pregnancy, childbirth, and child rearing years. So we are so thrilled to have her perform a workout and speak today. And if you have any questions throughout the session, please use the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen, and we will ensure that those will be addressed at the end of the session. So Sandra, it's over to you.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Perfect. Hi, my name is Sandra, and I'm a mom of 2 beautiful girls and also founder of Miami Mami, result-driven training for pregnant women and mothers. And today I'm going to be your coach for the next hour. I promise to give you a very exciting and energetic workout that will leave you happy. So I'm not gonna talk any further, no further introductions. So I'm gonna start with the warm up. So we're going to extend our hands on both sides, and we're going to start with the twist jump. So basically we're going to jump and twist our body in the air, and we're going to do it 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. The reason why we're doing workout in before getting to the main part is to activate our muscles and get that blood pumping. So it's very important to always start with a warm-up. So next warm-up exercise would be the hip opener. So we're going to bend our knee and kind of clockwise, like we're opening the gates. Perfect. Try to keep the balance. If it's a little bit challenging, just try to hold on to something steady. So we're opening our hips. And now in the opposite direction, we're closing the gate. Perfect. 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Now we're switching the sides. Try to keep that balance. Very good. 5 more times. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now in the opposite direction, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. You got it. Now we're going to warm up our upper body. So we're going to start with shoulder rotations. So we're trying to feel the motion of our shoulders, kind of shrugging them and really feel it on the top, and we're bringing it to the back, so it's like really squeezing the shoulder blades so you can feel them activating. So let's do 5 more, we're going to change the direction. 3, 2, and 1. And now in the opposite direction to the front. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now we're going to do the same with the elbows. So we're going to rotate our elbows first clockwise and then in the opposite direction. All right, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And now in the other direction. Ready? Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. You got this. So now we're starting with our main part. So we have 5 compound exercises that are going to engage all of your body muscles. So today we have a full body workout, which doesn't require any equipment. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's do it. The first exercise is the squat with pulsation to curtsy lunges. So it's kind of combination of 2 exercises. So we're going to get into squat and we're going to pulsate 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And from here, we're going to cross our leg and go into lunge. And then back into squat. 1, 2, 3, pulsation. And then switch to the opposite side. And we're going to do 12 repetitions. All right, let's do it. And 1, 2, 3. Stay in the squat. And now curtsy lunge. Back to the squat. 1, 2, 3. And bringing the leg to the opposite side to the curtsy lunge. And 1, 2, 3. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. So this is a very good exercise to activate your lower body, the glutes, the hamstrings, and of course, engage your core. 6, 7. Very good. You got this. Do you feel the burn already? Great. That's what we want to achieve with that. Perfect. 8. 9. Hang in there. 10. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. And the last one. 1, 2, 3. And curtsy lunge. Perfect. Whew. I can feel the burn. I don't know about you, but you should also feel it. Okay, next one is the inchworm to shoulder tap. So this exercise engages basically most of our muscles because we're going to start from the bend position. Basically, we're going to lower our body and start very close to our feet, and we're going to crawl until we reach the plank position on the extended arms. So we're going to crawl all the way till we reach the plank, and from here we're going to tap our shoulder from the first one, and then the second one, and then we're going to crawl back all the way back. So we're going to do 10 of those. Ready? Let's go. And crawling, crawling, crawling. 1, 2. And going back. That's 1. Tap, tap. That's 2. Great job. and tap. Also great exercise to strengthen your core. That's 5 more. You got this. And 1, 2. Let's do it. That's 6. 4 more. 1, 2, and crawling back. So now you get the idea why is it an inchworm. We're crawling like an inchworm, and then we're tapping both shoulders. 2 more. That's 9, and the last one. You got this. Tap and tap. Perfect. Nice. Whew. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Always have your bottle with you. So, after a little break, let's do the Supermans with I, Y, T, W, and O. So, this is a great exercise to engage our shoulders. So, let me just see whether you're able to see me on the floor correctly. So I'm going to adjust my camera. So we're going to lay down on the floor and extend our arms and our legs in the both directions. The cue here is try to feel as if you're touching the end of both rooms. So you're really extending your spine and your legs. So from here, we're going to lift our hands and our legs simultaneously, and we're going to draw I, Y, T, W, and O with our arms. So basically it's I, Y, T, W, and O. So O is behind the back, W are bent elbows, and the whole time you have to engage your core. Your core is activated at all times. All right, let's do it. 5 rounds. And ready? I, Y, T, W, and O. And we're going to the initial position. And I, Y, T, W, and O. And we're going to the initial position. And I, Y, T, W, and O. And we're going to the round number 3. And I, Y, T, and W, O. Round number 4. I, Y, T, W, and O. And the last round, I, Y, T, W, and O. Amazing. So I hope you felt your shoulders, but also your core because it was activated at all times. Next one is also amazing exercise for the core. I oftentimes recommend it to pregnant women as well as women in postpartum stage because it helps to strengthen the back, lower back, and also relieve the pain in lower back. So the exercise is called bird dog. We're going to accept all 4 positions. Very important that your shoulders are aligned with your arms and your hips with your knees at the same height. So from here, you're going to extend opposite arm with the opposite leg at the same time. Very important to engage your core and then bring your elbow to your knee. and then back. So we're going to do 10 repetitions for one side, and then we're going to switch. Ready? And we're gonna hold here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. Doing great. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. 1, 2, 3. That's 5. Very good. 1, 2, 3. That's 6. 1, 2, 3. That's 7. 1, 2, 3. That's 8. 1, 2, 3. That's 9. And 1, 2, and 3. That's 10. And let's switch the sides. Do you feel your core? That's very important. And also your lower back. Try to extend it and really feel like you're reaching the end of the room and the other side of the room with your leg. Okay, let's do it. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 2. 1, 2, 3. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. That's 4. 1, 2, 3. That's 5. 1, 2, 3. That's 6. 4 more. Hold it there. 1, 2, 3. That's 7. 1, 2, 3. 8. 1, 2, 3. 9. And last one. 1, 2, and 3. That's 10. Great job. So now we have our 5th and final exercise. Great exercise for the glutes. And it's called bridge walk out. So it's not only glutes, it's also engages the core again. Why I included all exercises that strengthen the core? Because after having kids, our core is kind of weakened. So it's very important to rebuild our core and feel the strength in the core again, because it will add the balance between the upper body and lower body. And it will help us with activities in a daily basis. So the bridge workout, we're gonna lay down on the floor and we're going to bend our knees and elevate our body to the point that we're building a bridge with our core and with our bent knees. Our both hands are on the floor, and from here we're going to hold this position and do the walkouts from one side to the other. Okay, ready? Let's hold this position and not lower down our glutes or shift it to the side. So it's always like a very straight glute bridge. Okay, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna do 20, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, almost there, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yes, that's a great feeling. Oh my gosh, I love it. Now we're going to do a cool down part where we kind of cooling down the energy that we've created. And I'm going to start with the cat-cow exercise, which you probably know from yoga. So basically you, again, going to end up on all four, and you're going to inhale and arch your back as if someone sits in the middle of you. So you're really arching your back and extending your neck to the ceiling. And then inhale. And now the cue is that imagine that someone's pulling you to the ceiling from your middle part. And then inhale. And then exhale. And enjoy the moment. Enjoy that energy that you've created. And the last time, inhale and exhale. So we're not moving from that position because we're going to do thoracic twist, where we're going to bring our hand, our bended hand, behind our head, and we're going to build a bridge again. And from here, we're going to bring our whole body into twist. And our shoulder is resting on the floor. And really feel the twist in your spine, in your thoracic spine, which is the mid of your back. Feel that. We're going to do this stretch for 10 seconds. And then we're going to switch the sides. Enjoy that twist. And now the other side. Again, bringing one hand behind our head. And we're twisting our whole body, and the shoulder is resting on the floor. And your hips are lifted from the floor. Perfect. 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Enjoy this amazing feeling. I personally love it to feel when the endorphins kick in and you have this feeling as if you're on top of the world. So enjoy it. And now I'm going to start with the second part of today's session, where I'm about to share with you some bulletproof strategies on how to incorporate fitness and healthy habits into your daily routine. And they help me a lot, so I hope they will help you as well. So I hope you can see my screen. If not, please shout.
No, we can. Everything looks good, Sandra.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna stop the music so you can hear me better. So don't mind the name, ISPPE model. I was not very creative with the name. So if you have a better name, please comment on that, and let's do a contest out of it. So the ISPPE model, oops, sorry. And the letters are standing for each step of the strategy. So let's start with the perfect world scenario. After today's session, everyone feels motivated in this virtual room, and they promise to themselves, starting tomorrow, I'm going to start working out 5 times a week and eat clean. So answer this question: how long will it last? What do you think? A week, 2 weeks? I'll give it a month. Why will this not work? Well, that's because we don't really know why we're doing that. So in the beginning, we're always feeling motivated and hyped, and we tend to start too quickly and get overwhelmed too fast, and then just give up and come back to the square one. Who knows what I'm talking about? We've all been there, right? January 31st. So the motivation will not stay there on the highest level. And for that reason, we cannot rely on that too much. And that's where the first step of the ISPPE model comes in. So before we decide to make a new change, we need to take time and really think through why we're about to make that change, why we're about to start that journey. Is it because I want to increase the level of my energy, or I would like to improve my overall health or build some muscles? So there should be a clear reason that justifies why you're about to start that journey. And if you don't have a good reason, you're going to back to square one, and as soon as life gets busy, I promise you that. So the first step is to identify why fitness and healthy habits must be, not should, could, must be an integral part of your daily routine. Because without it, you won't be ready to make this change. In the next step, we have to set SMART goals. And SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. So what does it mean? Your goal has to state exactly what you're trying to accomplish. And you should be able to track it, to measure your progress. For instance, let's say your weekly goal is to lose 0.6 pounds per week. So at the end of the week, you will know whether you achieve this goal or not. And in that way, you're going to be able to stay motivated and know that you're on track and step closer to your final goal. It should be attainable. It must be realistically achievable. So what does it mean? Let's say you told to yourself that you're going to work out 5 times a week. But if you're somebody who never set a foot into a gym, or you haven't been to a gym for months or years, of course, you're not going to succeed. So it has to be realistically achievable. If you know that you're able to go to the gym, let's say 3 times a week, or exercise with your personal trainer via Zoom 2 times a week, then you should set those goals with that in mind. Same with the relevance. So it has to be relevant to your lifestyle and to your individual situation. Same goal that I mentioned before, working out 5 times a week. If you have a busy job and you have a family and you know that it's just not feasible to do it, don't start with it. Just let's say if you have 30 minutes per day, it should be sufficient. So your goal should be working out, let's say 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week for the beginning, for instance. And it should be time bound. It has to have a timeline, otherwise it's going to be endless project. So if you don't have SMART goals, it's comparable to starting a journey when sailing a ship without a map. So if you don't know your destination or you don't know your direction, you will get lost in the ocean. And here are some examples of unrealistic goals and realistic goals. So let's turn our unrealistic goals into realistic ones. So instead of saying I will run daily 5 miles, you can say I will run twice a week for the next 4 weeks. So it's realistic, it's measurable, and you can always revisit those goals. For instance, once you have achieved that goal in a month, you can say, okay, now I want to challenge myself and do 30 minutes 3 times a week. In general, I also recommend to break down your large goals into monthly goals that are achievable within a month, into weekly goals. And it's very important to not to have a tunnel vision on the large goal. I mean, of course, keep an eye on your ultimate goal, but don't forget to celebrate your small achievements. Let's say your goal was to lose 1.5 pounds a week and you achieve this weekly goal. Celebrate. You have to, appreciate that you nailed it, you made it. So it's very important to acknowledge those small successes. So the next step is to prioritize. And to me, it's probably the most important step because, okay, we have identified our why, we set our SMART goals. But if we don't make it a priority, we're going to fail. So just think about it. If you had a busy day, what is the first thing that gets crossed out of your list? Probably a workout, right? So that behavior needs to be changed because just think about it. If you're really honest with yourself, you know deep down that health needs to be your number one priority. Okay, number two after your loved ones, because health is what will allow you to be there for your loved ones, to keep up with their energy, to feel overall great. So your new goal must be non-negotiable. Think about brushing teeth, for instance. You know, every morning you wake up and you have to brush teeth. You're not negotiating with yourself. So your new habit has to become non-negotiable as well. So make your new habit a priority. And how to do that? So I'm going to share some, I'm sorry. I'm going to share some strategies that I also use with my clients. For instance, my clients always tell me that it's very helpful to have our workout sessions scheduled in the calendar because they know exactly that twice a week or 3 times a week they have a date with me. So it's non-negotiable. They have to show up, they have to work, and it brings them one step closer to their goal. So put your workout session in your calendar. If you're signed up for a local run, for instance, or for a marathon, you can find the workout buddy, and this person is going to keep you accountable and also motivate you, you know, on the days where you don't feel like running. Or if you're pursuing a healthy diet, pick one day to do your groceries, pick one day to prepare your meals for the week, and it has to be non-negotiable. And before we go to the next step, I would like to leave you with extra motivation, which are the benefits of regular exercise. So regular exercise improves your overall mental health. It improves your sleep, your heart health. It can lower your risk of developing chronic diseases such as type 2 diabetes or heart diseases. And it helps you to lose extra pounds, prevent your weight gain, and maintain your weight loss. So next time you think about, you know, kind of struggling inside whether, oh, shall I go to the gym or shall I do my workout? Think about this slide. All right, let's continue with the next step. So building a healthy habit, we know it all that it's challenging, and it's very we can fall back into the relapse. It's it can happen, right? So for that reason, we need to prepare for relapses. And here I would like to share with you 2 real-world scenarios, also from experience with my clients. So one of my clients, she travels a lot, and she just started a new fitness program with me. And next week she would travel for a business trip. And unfortunately, her hotel doesn't have a gym. So that's the perfect scenario to fall into relapse, because, you know, you would blame it on the hotel. It doesn't have a gym. So, okay, I will take a week off and then I will come back and then resume with my fitness program. And of course, it won't happen because the motivation will not stay the same. So the solution for that would be to ask your personal trainer to adjust your training program in order to exercise using loop bands or resistant bands, because you can pack them in your luggage. They don't weigh too much, and you can stay consistent with your fitness program. So no more excuses. Or another scenario, you've started a holistic nutrition plan, or you just decided for yourself to eat clean, right? And in the evenings, you always get cravings for unhealthy snacks or food. We've been there, right? Like my personal story is when I was breastfeeding my kids, if I would see at night something in very close proximity, I would grab it and start snacking. So we've all been there, right? So what's the solution for that? Find an alternative to unhealthy snacks and don't keep anything unhealthy at home. That's probably the best. Out of sight, out of mind. And here's some ideas of potential barriers that can hinder your training. Yeah, your training or your new habit that you're about to build. Lack of time, lack of finances, impatience, life-changing events such as new job, birth of a child, or moving to a new city, scheduling conflicts, and of course, the satisfaction with your new training program. And the last step of the strategy is to execute. Now that you put all these efforts to identify your why, to create the SMART goals, and to prepare for relapses, you need to put your plan into action. Don't forget to enjoy your journey. There will be many ups and downs, but it's very important to celebrate even the small achievements. You made it 3 times to the gym this week, celebrate. You nailed it. You lost 2 pounds like you've planned in 1 week, celebrate. And by celebrate, I don't mean buying a cake and eating it at once. Think about other fun stuff, fun ways how to reward yourself. It could be buying a book that you always wanted to read, or going to a movie, whatever brings you joy. And probably most important advice, please be patient with the results. It's very easy to get discouraged in the beginning when you don't see the results as fast as you've probably imagined or expected. But I promise you, all the hard work will pay off. You will get the results. So in the last part of the presentation, I would like to talk about how to create a fitness plan that fits you. Because we all have different lifestyles, different fitness preferences, schedules. So for that reason, there is no all size fits all workout plan, although there are many of those programs that promise you that this program is exactly for you and it will work for you because it's made for you, but it's not, because you have completely different factors that will influence your success. So important factors that you have to take into consideration when creating your program are your goals, your preferences in fitness, your stage in life, and by that I mean either you're pregnant or you're postpartum, maybe you're recovering from an injury, current health, maybe you're taking some medications that will influence your performance, and time, the amount of time that you're ready to dedicate for fitness. And it's very, very easy to overcomplicate this process because there are infinite number of exercises for different muscle groups and number of repetitions and sets and, you know, so much to choose from. Now, if you're somebody who wants to skip all of that and trust your fitness journey to a personal trainer, to a professional who will create a customized workout and nutrition plan for you and will guide you towards your goal, it's option number 1. You can trust your fitness journey to a personal trainer. Now, with that being said, I would love to invite you to join Miami Mami family and invite you to a free initial consultation where we're going to talk about your fitness in general, maybe how you started doing fitness and maybe failed somewhere, and we can adjust it, about your lifestyle, what your fitness preferences, your health. And based on that conversation, you're going to get a customized workout and nutrition plan, and which is changing every 5 to 6 weeks. And the best thing is everyone who joined today's session will also get 15% discount on all Miami Mami services. Now, if you're more of let me figure this stuff on my own kind of person, I would love to share with you how to build your own workout plan today. So again, back to the factors that help you to design your program. Most important factor is your goal, because your goal shapes which type of exercises you're going to include, the number of sets, and the amount of repetitions. It all will help you to achieve your goal. And also, second factor, which is important, is the amount of time that you're ready to devote to fitness. If you can do an hour 5 times a day, that sorry, 5 times a week, not 5 times a day, that's fantastic. But maybe you have a busy job and 2 kids and no help, then you don't have that time. But that's also fine, because according to American College of Sports and Medicine, it's been scientifically proven that you can do 10 minutes bouts in, let's say, you woke up and you have time now. You started exercising, but then your child starts to cry and you need to, of course, help your child. Then you stop doing the exercise, but you can resume once you have time again later in the day. And once you accumulated 10 minutes bout to 30 minutes, it's as effective as doing 30 minutes bout at once. So it's not all or nothing. That's very important, probably an important message. And also, you don't have to be a gym member to exercise. You can do it from the comfort of your own home. Like many of my clients, they only need 3 sets of dumbbells, resistance bands, and loop bands. And it can be purchased anywhere. Now let's talk about how to build a program in general. So I recommend to include both cardio and muscular training because they have different benefits, and for that reason they both need to be included in your program to keep the balance. And you don't have to limit yourself to running, because I'm also not a runner, probably many of us, and there are a lot of fun cardio workouts. For instance, my favorite is HIIT, high intensity training, which is also not for everyone, but to me, it's a fun way how to include your cardio into your training and also save time, because usually it doesn't even require half an hour to complete it. Now, the strength training has different benefits. It impacts your entire musculoskeletal system. It decreases your risk for development of chronic diseases, and it increases your metabolism. And in general, it's the most effective way to burn fat and build muscles. Now, I know that many women heard this myth that you can get bulky from working out with weights, which is not true, because if you're targeting for it and it's your goal to participate in bodybuilding competition, then of course it can happen. But if it's not your goal, it's not going to happen. So don't be afraid to work out with weights. But if you're a newbie and you don't know how to work out with weights, I would recommend to work out with your own body weight. And in the beginning, do a full body workout, 30 to 60 minutes of workout, 3 to 4 times a week. And try to focus on compound exercises rather than isolated. So now what compound exercises means is that compound exercise require more than one muscle to be activated. So today's workout, for instance, many of the exercises engaged several muscles, and in that way you can save time. So you can choose 5 exercises that engage different muscles in your whole body, and you can focus on those exercises. And once you became proficient, you can always add weight. So in the beginning, always start with your own body weight and make sure that your form is correct. You can do that either by hiring a personal trainer that who can tell you whether your posture is proper or not, or you can film yourself, or not for the Instagram, it's for your own good, or you can work out in front of the mirrors. That's why there are lots of mirrors in the gyms, in order to see that your posture is correct and you're not going to injure yourself. And only add additional weights once you develop a good form. Change up your routine every 5 to 6 weeks, because you can get bored, you will start slacking, and then you will hit the workout plateau. And remember to always challenge yourself. If the workout feels very easy, probably it's time to either change up or add some weights. So always challenge yourself, and most importantly, don't forget to have fun. It's all about fun. Unfortunately, our time together gets in, and I had lots of fun. I hope you as well. And I would like to remind you that as a gift, I would like to give you free initial session and 50% discount on all Miami Mami services. We offer result-driven training for pregnant women in all trimesters, also postpartum women and busy mothers. And all of our trainings have been developed with health practitioners. So they're safe and fun. So yes, thank you so much. And probably the last thing that I would like to say, don't wait for a perfect moment to start. Begin your fit journey today. And I think you already did the right step, because you showed up today and you did the workout and you've learned about the strategies. So you're on the right path. Thank you so much. And I'm ready to answer your questions.
Hi, Sandra. Thank you so much. It was really informative and the workout was awesome. You are such a pro, and I was doing it along with you and my heart rate went like straight up. So thank you so much again. So right now, there was a few anonymous things that came in, and one question was, when we start our workouts, what's like the easiest workout for most of us just to like get that 10 minutes in our day? What would you recommend?
So as I already mentioned, the compound workout, which engages different type of muscles. Again, if you don't know the right compound exercises, please reach out to me. I can send you the list of the best compound exercises for the upper body and for the lower body. So you can just pick 5 of those and do 1 round. If you have more time, you can do 2 rounds or 3 rounds max.
Great. And then also, you didn't get much into diet right now, but is there like a certain kind of diet that like is the new fad? Like, should people focus on intermittent fasting? Should they focus on, just, a certain regime with the food that they eat when they first start working out? Is there something that you can recommend for diet wise?
Again, it's so individual. It all depends on what is your goal, because I have also clients who are not trying to lose weight, they're trying to build muscles. Then it's a completely different diet where you have to increase your calories instead of decreasing them. It's all depending on your goal, but in general, I would recommend eat clean. It's very vague. Again, I will mention that we shouldn't set those goals, but it's very important probably to read the labels. That's one thing that I would leave you with. Make sure there are not much trans fat or saturated fat, added sugars, and that there is not much salt when you're reading the back of the nutrition facts. So the recommended daily intake of salt is 2,300 milligrams. So try to be within that range. Drink a lot of water, and try to have your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and replace unhealthy snacks with healthy snacks alternatives. And probably one more thing, I would recommend to stop eating 3 or 2 hours before bed, because your body will need energy to process it. And if we eat before bed, when we sleep, the body needs the energy to process it. And then in the morning, we would wake up very tired. Probably some of us know that feeling. So that's because we probably ate late. So try to get into habit not eating too late or before bed.
Okay, amazing. Sandra, you were fantastic. Thank you so much again for taking the time out of your day to perform such a great workout and share your daily habits that we can all benefit from. So thanks again. And we would like to remind all the participants today that we will be following up with the recording of today's session and any other materials Sandra so graciously provided us. So thanks everyone for joining, and have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. Thank you.